News alert, President Trump getting ready to depart Trump Tower in New York City any minute now and head to his personal golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey. The change of scenery comes as we learn of new fallout after a heated Trump Tower news conference yesterday, where the president doubled down on blaming both sides for the deadly violence in Charlottesville, Virginia. The president a short time ago tweeting this: "Rather than putting pressure on the business people of the Manufacturing Council and Strategy and Policy Forum, I am ending both. Thank you all." That after a seventh business leader pulled out of the president's Manufacturing Council just moments prior. Brian Yennis is live in Bridgewater, New Jersey, near the president's golf club, where he is expected sometime now. Brian.
Hi, Sandra. Well, look, a remarkable development just an hour ago with the president deciding to disband entirely two of his key economic councils, the Manufacturing Council, which was built entirely to help him keep American jobs here with 12 big-time CEOs on that council, as well as disbanding the Strategic and Policy Council, really meant to help him forge a new economic policy. Well, the president, under pressure, really sending out that tweet saying that he's essentially relieving pressure for all of these CEOs who are now forced to make a decision as to whether to stand by the president or not, given his comments on Charlottesville. Remember, 9 CEOs out of the 12 CEOs in that manufacturing forum had resigned as of this afternoon. In fact, 20 minutes after the president sent that tweet in which he said he is disbanding both economic policy councils, about 20 minutes before that, the president's, the CEO, of Campbell Soup, Denise Morrison, released this statement as she resigned from the council, saying, quote, "Racism and murder are unequivocally reprehensible and are not morally equivalent to anything else that happened in Charlottesville. I believe the president should have been and still needs to be unambiguous on that point." Now, moments after that tweet, a 9th CEO, the CEO of United Technologies, Greg Hayes, announced that he too was leaving from the Manufacturing Council. Remember, over the last 5 days, 7 leaders have resigned from this council. On Monday, the CEO of Merck, Kenneth Frazier, resigned. Then it was Kevin Plank, the CEO of Under Armour, and then it was the CEO of Intel. Then yesterday, 2 union leaders of the AFL-CIO, Richard Trumka, resigned, and Tia Lee. And then Scott Paul from the Alliance for American Manufacturing also resigned. And yesterday in a press conference, the president struck a much different tone. He essentially said not only really calling these leaders an embarrassment, but he also said that the reason why they were leaving these councils was because they had jobs outside of the United States. Listen to what the president said about these CEOs who were resigning just yesterday.
They're not taking their job seriously as it pertains to this country. I have to tell you, some of the folks that will leave, they're leaving out of embarrassment, because they make their products outside. And I've been lecturing them, including the gentleman that you're referring to, about you have to bring it back to this country.
So again, that was a decidedly different tone than what we saw in that tweet today, Sandra. The president disbanding both. Remember, in a tweet just yesterday, he had also said that there were many more CEOs who would have taken those positions on his manufacturing and strategic policy forums for those that resigned. But today, the president deciding both no longer need to exist.
Brian Yennis, thank you. So much happening minute by minute.